Can you see me? Yo. Yo. Hey, this is Colonel Lee. You've tuned into Life with Colonel Lee. Right now, it is pretty dang cold. The wind chill's about 25 degrees. It's supposed to get down to about 20. We are overnight backpack adventure. LBJ National Grasslands, Black Creek Lake. And we are in the spaceship. We're going to try to last the whole night in the spaceship. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for tuning in.
Life with Colonel Lee.
The TV Mini, we're going to try to hook up to this tree here, this tree, and that tree right there. So, let's set up our TV Mini. Okay. So, hang on, I gotta get this little out of here. Alright. Starting to get dark. And the first trail I was going to take, I was trying to get to the big pine trees across the lake. And I decided to go the long route. So it'd be a bit more of a hike. But sorry, had to double back to my truck to get my second backpack. Yes, my second one. This is my just in case my backside freezes off in my spaceship. So my other pack is set up over there. The spaceship is set up in a different location other than the pine trees where we were going to go originally. But that trail was leading away from the lake, and I've never really been out that way, so I decided to come back, and I was going to go around a different way, but I was getting short on time. I didn't know how. I had like 2 hours left, which I'm at the 2 hour mark now. It took me about an hour to get the spaceship set up, man. Trying to find three trees at the right angle you need is very hard. Very hard. And I tried different sets of trees. Tried, man, it just wasn't working. So finally, I'm like, all right, this is the last time I'm gonna try this. So we gotta go over this on that log there. Had a lot of rain here, so the water level is up at this lake. So trying to get to camp before it gets too dark. We're almost there. So anywho, now I gotta go up this steep thing up here. Oh, and I got all these leaves, so it makes it kind of slick. So where I got my spaceship set up now, it's still, that's a long step there. Still not quite the right angle, but we're walking along the edge here. Another reason why I wanted to get through all this before it got too dark. I mean, literally, some of this trail is just about a foot or so to a drop off. But originally we were gonna hike, looked like it was gonna be about a mile, which isn't much, but I got the T Mini Tentsile. Oh, by the way, when I say spaceship, I'm talking about my Tentsile UNA. It's a tree tent. So when I say spaceship, that's what I'm talking about. So I got the T Mini, Tentsile T Mini. It's a 2-person, and it's just a fabric hammock. So it's kind of like the 2-person, but it just doesn't have the bug net over it. So I'm using that as the bottom layer. And then I went up a little bit higher and set up my spaceship. So we're almost back to camp here. But I have not been able to test this in the cold at home because I just don't have the right angles with the trees or anything at my house. So, and tonight it's supposed to get down to, I think, 20, 22 degrees. The winds have died down. So the winds were about 20 to 25 earlier. So it was like 30 degrees earlier. With the wind chill, it was probably like 24. It's probably about, I'd say 30 degrees right now. Just a little bit of a breeze, not much. Oh, I was trying to double back there pretty quick. Made it back to camp here. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, so that's the T Mini, 2-person, just a fabric. And there's the spaceship, the rain fly on. Oh, yeah, lost my train of thought there. Oh yeah, so this backpack has a 2-person tent, my Snug Pack Journey Duo. I consider it a 4-season tent. Very little mesh. So my thought was, if I'm getting too much cold air on my backside, which I brought quite a bit of layers to lay down on, and I brought emergency blanket, and I was going to clip it on underneath here. But when I figured that I forgot I had some little clips I was going to bring, and I forgot them. So I don't know, maybe we'll put the emergency blanket on the inside, make another layer in there. I don't know. I'm running out of daylight, so I don't have a whole lot of time to try to. I got some paracord. I thought maybe I could rig it up under here. Maybe I still can. But I plan on getting a fire going. And the original place I was going to camp is right across the lake there. I camped there before wildfire aftermath. I was in the oh man, it starts with not a Snug Pack. Man, what the heck's the name of that? Slumberjack. I was in the Slumberjack in season 2 tent, which is a 4-season. So anyway, so I'm glad I made it back to camp here. All right, I'm gonna sign out here for a little bit. I still gotta try to find some firewood around here. I still wanna get a fire going. I don't need the fire for my dinner because I brought a Mountain House Mills, and I brought my little backpacker's stove, so I still want to get a little fire going. All right, so the goal is to sleep in here all night. If the backside gets too cold, I can always jump down and get in my tent, which I don't know if I'm going to set it up. If I get cold tonight, it's not going to be fun setting it up then, so I probably should go ahead and set up. Man, it's a lot of extra work to do what I'm doing, but I don't know. I could just grin and bear it and just, freeze my nutty off. I don't know. I think we'll be all right. I got a 5-degree sleeping bag. I got a wool type blanket. I got the emergency Mylar reflective blanket. I think we'll be okay, but I don't I'm gonna try to tough it out. I have the tent here, so if I can't tough it out, I'll just have to get out and set it up in the dark, which is fine. All right, signing off for now. Okay, I am inside. I'm inside the spaceship here. About worked up a sweat trying to get all this stuff fixed up where I can get in here. So it is 6:30. I built up so much heat in here because I'm trying to get the stuff underneath me and the other this blanket here. It's like a wool blanket. I was going to try to put that down underneath, but trying to get on top, it just starts rolling around on you. So it looks like the camera's getting fogged here. Okay. So I'm going to chill out here for a little bit and see how cold my backside gets. So far I'm pretty warm, but I did work up a sweat trying to get in this thing and get everything situated. But I'm going to chill here for a while and then maybe try to get a little fire going, make my dinner. So I got my backpack on the T-Mini down below me. So I'm probably about 3 foot above that. And then that thing's probably 3 or 4 feet above the ground. I might be about 7 feet off the ground right now with the sag. But yeah, it was I stepped up on the T-Mini and then climbed up in here, so bit of a challenge. So far, it's pretty warm. We're going to sign off, and then hopefully we'll have a fire going next time. Alright, we're going to have a Mountain House beef stew. So we're the only ones out here tonight. Besides wildlife, that is. Smoke got me. Trusty spork that's stirred around real good. Well, I'm settled into the spaceship for the night. It's a little after 9. Ate my meal, got the fire out, and I think being in here, I'm probably somewhere between 6 and 8 foot off the ground. And I do have the T-Mini below me. It was probably about 3 foot off the ground, but I could have went a little higher. I just kind of run out of time. Had a hard time finding 3 good trees to tether up to, so anyway. Makes a weird noise. So far I'm pretty warm. My feet are a little cold. That's because I took my shoes off down there on the T-Mini, and took me a few minutes to get up here and get situated, so my feet got cold. I do have a couple of hand warmers I can throw down there if I need to, but I put an extra pair of wool socks on, so should be fine. So things all kind of out of whack, but yeah, it was kind of a pain in the butt, but I didn't get to go to the section that I wanted to out here. That dang thing is, oh well, just gotta deal with it. I should have got here sooner, and I was gonna take the long way around to get over to where the pine trees are across the lake, but I've never been that way. I've been over there to the pine trees by boat, by a little John boat that I have. I camped over there one night, but lots of pine trees over there. I know I would have found, you know, a good configuration over there, but now I know here, and I may mark the tree somehow, maybe with my hatchet, just make a little X on the 3 trees, so I know next time if I come out here, at least I'll know where to set up this spaceship over here. But I'm really not that cold on my backside. I finally got that blanket. It's kind of a wool, waterproof camping blanket. It's pretty thick, but I got it spread out underneath, and I'm in my 5-degree bag. So I think we're gonna be all right. If not, I can always jump out and jump in the tent. I've got a insulated air pad in there, and I know I'll be warm in that thing, but I think we're gonna make it in here. We're gonna find out. Morning. Well, I ended up in the tent. I was in the spaceship from about 9 to midnight. And I dozed off a couple times. It was very comfortable. And then the backside was just real cold. So not enough insulation between the air coming in underneath. So moved to the tent about midnight, and didn't take long to get set up in here, and stayed very warm and comfortable in here in this tent. I had a lot of condensation too in the spaceship, quite a bit actually. Looks like that's just gonna be a warm weather usage item, but it was worth trying out. Warm weather, I mean like maybe 50 degrees and up. Below 50 degrees, you're not gonna be able to keep your backside very warm, unless I'm able to get some kind of underquilt attached to it. We may try something like that later on down the road. But do have a little bit of condensation in this tent, not much. It got pretty cold last night. Well, I need to get up and pack everything and head on out. Thanks for tuning in. Until our next adventure, adios.